Sorry, my video got paused. I'll continue it from now. So what happens is Mrs. Pierce tells Higgins that you yourself have to be very careful in the way you are with that girl. So when you're coming for breakfast, you can't wear a nightgown. Okay, when you're coming for breakfast, whenever you're eating, if there is something on your mouth, don't wipe it with your t-shirt, or don't use your cloth as a napkin. All of us have that adat. Huh? When we eat food, something is there, what we do is this. Very bad habit. Okay, so when you are coming for breakfast, make sure you don't do all this nonsense. Okay, you yourself has to be very careful on how you behave in front of that girl, because that girl is going to copy you. Okay, other thing Mrs. Pierce says is, and if you would be so good as to not eat everything off the same plate. So what she's trying to say is that when we go for breakfast, on the plate food is kept, right? For example, let's say कि you are sitting for breakfast, तो एक प्लेटની ઉપર fruits કાપેલા પડ્યા છે, એક પ્લેટની ઉપર પરાઠો પડ્યો છે અને બીજી પ્લેટની ઉપર let's say પોહા પડ્યા છે. So when you are eating food, what Mrs. Pierce is saying, don't take it from the same plate. એટલે તું તારા પ્લેટની અંદર બધું પીરસજ અને પછી તું ખા. ઓકે, લેટ્સ સે કે પરાઠા પડ્યા છે, તો પરાઠાની પ્લેટમાં પરાઠા લઈને સીધો ખાવા ન મણ, કે ફ્રૂટ્સના પ્લેટમાં ફ્રૂટ્સ પડ્યા છે તો ડાયરેક્ટલી એના એ પ્લેટ ઉપરથી લઈને ખાવા ન મણ. એ પ્લેટમાંથી તું તારી પ્લેટમાં પહેલાં પીરસજે અને પછી ખાજે, because this is something which the girl is going to see, that you have to use the items which are there around, put it in your plate and then eat. Don't eat directly from the same plate. That is what Mrs. Pierce is telling Higgins. And to remember not to put the porridge saucepan out of your hand on the clean tablecloth. Okay, so what they are saying, the tablecloth is there. Okay, on the table there is a cloth kept. So if your hands are dirty, don't wipe it on the tablecloth itself. Use the napkin to wipe your hands. Okay, it would be a better example to the girl. So if you behave yourself like this, it will be a better example for that girl ki bhai, look at him, he is behaving so nicely, so even I have to behave like this. If you behave like an animal, even she is going to behave like that. So you have to make sure that you follow rules and regulations properly to tell her to follow the rules and regulations properly. You know, you nearly choked yourself on the fish bone in the jam only last week. So what happened was ki Higgins would have mixed fish, જે ફિશનો બોન હોય ને એને જેમની બોટલની અંદર ભૂલમાંથી નાખી દીધું હશે, તો એ જ્યારે જેમ લગાડીને ખાતો હતો ને તો ફિશનો બોન એને અટકાઈ ગયો હતો ગળામાં. સો he got choked. ઓકે, એને ઉધરસ આવવા માંડી અને માન એને ગળામાં સરખું થયું હતું. સો મેક શ્યોર you don't do all that kind of mistakes in front of her. Okay, behave like a proper gentleman in front of the girl, that is Lisa. Higgins, I may do these things sometimes in absence of mind, but surely I don't do them habitually. By the way, my dressing gown smells and most damningly of benzene. Mrs. Pierce, no doubt it does, Mrs. Higgins, but if you wipe your fingers, oh, very well, I'll wipe them in my hair in future. Ouch. So what happens is, this Mr. Higgins says ki look, હું આ બધી વસ્તુ જાણી જોઈને નથી કરતો. કોકવાર મારા મગજમાં ધ્યાન ન હોય એટલે મારેથી આ બધી વસ્તુ થઈ જાય. In absence of my mind, I do it. It's not like I'm habituated to it. मतलब I don't have a habit to do these things. I make sure I don't do these things, but sometimes I'm not paying attention. I end up doing these things. Okay, કોકવાર મને ध्यान ન રહે અને મારેથી થઈ જાય. Obviously હું ध्यान રાખીશ કે મારેથી આ બધી વસ્તુ ન થાય, પણ એક બે વાર કદાચ થઈ જશે, because ધ્યાનમાં ન રહ્યું હોય, આપણે ભૂલી જાય અને મારેથી થઈ જશે. And he says ki my nightgown, the night clothes which I wear, it smells of food. So Mrs. Pierce says, obviously it's going to smell of food. તું જે ખા છો વસ્તુ, એ પછી તું હાથ ક્યાં લૂછો છો? તારા કપડા ઉપર. મોઢું ક્યાં લૂછો છો? તારા નાઇટ ગાઉન ઉપર. So obviously your gown is going to smell of food. Okay, so he says, okay, next time I'll make sure I don't wipe my fingers on the clothes. I'll make sure that I wipe it on my hair. Okay, that's what he says. કે જ્યારે ખાઈશું ખાવાનું ત્યારે ગંદા હાથ હશે મારા માથામાં આમ કરી લઈશ. ઘણા લોકોને એવી આદત હોય, જમી લે ને પછી આમ કરે. ઇટ્સ વેરી બેડ, વેરી ડિસ્ગસ્ટિંગ. Oh, very well. I hope you are not offended, Mr. Higgins. No, not at all, not at all. You're quite right, Mrs. Pierce. I shall be particularly careful before the girl. Is that all? No, sir. Might she use some of those Japanese dress you brought from abroad? I really can't put her back into her old things. Certainly, anything you like. Is that all? Thank you, sir. That's all. So what happens is Higgins. Higgins says that, look, I will make sure that I take care of the fact that I don't do anything wrong in front of her. I'll make sure I behave in a very particular way in front of this girl. Is there anything else that you want, Mrs. Pierce? So Mrs. Pierce says, look, she's going to finish her bath. I don't have any clothes to give her. So from abroad, you had brought certain Japanese dresses. Can I make her wear those Japanese dresses? So Mr. Higgins says, yes, you can tell her, you can ask her to wear whatever she wants to wear. Is there anything else you need? So Mrs. Pierce says, no. And I'm sorry अगर मारे એવું કંઈ કહેવાય ગયું જેનાથી આપને ખોટું લાગ્યું હોય, but there is a certain way that we have to make sure that we behave in front of this girl. Higgins, you know, Pickering, that women has the most extraordinary idea about me. Here I am, shy, different sort of a man. I've never been able to feel really grown up and tremendous like other chaps. And yet she firmly persuaded that I abruptly overbearing, bossing kind of a person. I can't account for it. Mrs. Pierce returns. So Higgins tells Pickering is who? That gentleman. Ki, you know, women are of different nature. Okay, when I am outside, women feel that I am very shy, I am very introvert kind of a person. And over here, look at Mrs. Pierce. Mrs. Pierce over here feels that I am a very bossy kind of a person. I have lot of attitude and I have lot of ego sort of a person. But outside when I go, women feel that I am more of a shy kind of a person. So women also have a different way of looking at men. Okay. At this point of time, Mrs. Pierce comes back. If you please, sir, the trouble beginning already. There is a dustman downstairs, Alfred Doolittle, wants to see you. He says that you have his daughter here. So Mrs. Pierce says that we have a slight problem. There is a man at the door who says that his name is Alfred Doolittle, and he is saying that you have his daughter. મીનિંગ લીઝા એની દીકરી છે અને એ એમ કહીને અહીંયા આવ્યો છે કે મારી દીકરી તમારા પાસે છે, તમે અહીંયા પ્રોબ્લેમ ઊભી થઈ ગઈ, તમે એની હારે વાત કરવા આવો. Phew, I say. Send the blackguard up. Oh, very well, sir. He may not be a blackguard, Higgins. Oh, nonsense. Of course, he's a blackguard. Whether he is not, I am afraid we shall have some trouble with him. So, Mrs. Higgins says, ki send him upstairs. Tell him to come upstairs. Tell that blackguard to come up. Okay, blackguard એટલે જે બી પર્સન હોય એને કે ઉપર આવે. So Mrs. Pierce says that he's not a blackguard. Okay, so Pickering says whatever he is, it seems like he's a problem now. Okay, because he's the father of the girl. So it looks like it's going to be a problem. Higgins, oh no, I think not. If there is any trouble, he shall have it with me. Not I with him, and we sure to get something interesting out of him. So Higgins says, look, whatever problem it is, I am there, I will sort out the problem. Let us at least first ask him why has he come here. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Pickering, about the girl. No, I mean his dialect. Okay, so Higgins says that there is going to be something very interesting about this man. Okay, this person who has come, whose name is Alfred Doolittle. So it feels like he's going to be a very, very interesting kind of a person. Okay, so Pickering says, what will be so interesting? He's the father of the girl. What is it that is going to be so interesting about that man? Higgins says his dialect, meaning his language, is going to be very interesting. Pickering, oh. Mrs. Pierce, Doolittle, sir. Alfred Doolittle is an elderly but vigorous dustman. Dustman એટલે જે સાફ સફાઈ કરતો હોય ઈ. Clad in the costume of his profession, including a hat with a black brim covering his neck and shoulders. He has well-marked and rather interesting feature and seems equally free from fear of conscience. He has remarkably expressive voice, the result of the habit of giving vent to his feelings without reserve. His present pose is that of a wounded honor and stern resolution. So Alfred Doolittle is a dustman, જે સાફ સફાઈ કરતો હોય. He is wearing his uniform, hat, coat and all that uniform. આપણે અહીંયા સાફ સફાઈના કર્મચારી સાડી પહેરતા હોય, ઓરેન્જ કલરનું ઓલું પહેરતા હોય, રાઈટ? એનેથી આપણને ખબર પડે કે આ સફાઈ કર્મચારી છે રસ્તા ઉપર. સો અહીંયા we come to know that this person is a safai wala because he's wearing a particular uniform, he's wearing his coat, okay, and he has very interesting features, meaning his physical features, his eyes, nose, lips, very different, okay, and he comes over there upstairs. Doolittle, Professor Higgins. So Doolittle is asking who is the Professor Higgins. Here, good morning sir, sit down. So Higgins says, I am Professor Higgins, please come inside, sit down. Morning governor, I came about a very serious matter governor. So Doolittle is saying that I have come here to talk to you about very serious matter. Governor એટલે Mr. giving sort of a respect to them. Okay. So he says, okay, I have come here to talk to you about a very important matter. Brought up in Hounsland, mother is Welsh, I should think. Opens his mouth amazed. What do you want, Doolittle? So Higgins tells to Pickering કે આનો જે ફાધર હતો ને એ હાઉન્સલોનો હતો, એનો જે ઉછેર જે થયો છે એ હાઉન્સલોમાં થયો છે અને એની મધર જે છે એ વેલિશ છે. You know, Higgins is a kind of a person who can recognize from the language where is the person from. Okay, just by the language the person speaks, Higgins is able to know, okay, this person is from here, this person's father is from here, this person's mother is from here. So that is what Higgins tells Pickering, that આની માં વેલિશ છે અને આનો ઉછેર જે છે એ હાઉન્સલોમાં થયો છે. Okay. So then Higgins asks Doolittle, what do you want? I want my daughter, that's what I want. See, so Doolittle is saying, I want my daughter back. Higgins, of course you do, you're her father, aren't you? You don't suppose anyone else wants her, do you? I'm glad to see you have a spark of a family feeling left. She's upstairs, take her away at once. So Higgins says that of course you are the father, you have full right to take your daughter away. Okay, and it's really nice to see that you really care about your daughter, that you have so much concern about your daughter. Your daughter is upstairs, you can take her away with you. What? Take her away? Do you suppose I'm going to keep your daughter for you? So Doolittle is saying, what are you saying? So Higgins says, look, your daughter is upstairs, take her away. I am not here to keep your daughter. હું તારી દીકરીને મારી પાસે રાખવા નથી આવ્યો. લઈ જા તું તારી દીકરીને. Now, look here, Governor. Is that reasonable? Is it fair to take advantage of a man like this? The girl belongs to me. You got her. Where do I come in? So he's saying that, look, mister, don't take advantage of me. That daughter is mine, I am going to take her. But Higgins એને બિચારાને ક્યારનો ઈ સમજાવે છે કે ભાઈ તારી દીકરી છે લઈ જા, મને કઈ નથી જોતી. Okay? Your daughter had the audacity to come to my house and ask me to teach her how to speak properly so that she could get place in a flower shop. This gentleman and housekeeper have been here all the time. How dare you come here and attempt to blackmail me? You sent her here on purpose. So Higgins says, how dare you tell me that I am here to take advantage of your daughter? So Doolittle says that you have taken advantage of my daughter. So Higgins says, how dare you tell me that I am here to take advantage of your daughter? Your daughter was the one who came to my apartment. She told me she wants to learn how to speak properly so that she can get job in the flower shop. I have my housekeeper over here, that is Mrs. Pierce. I have my friend over here, Pickering. They know that I have not taken advantage of her. Okay, or I have not done anything bad with her. How dare you come here and insult me like that? Okay. No, Governor, you must have. How else could you possibly know that she is here? So she says ki, Higgins says that I know you sent her purposely over here to insult me. How else would you know ki she's come here? So Ola Doolittle ke mane nathi. I'm not come here to insult you. No, Governor, I'm not come here to insult you. You must have. How else could have possibly she here? Don't take a man like that. Don't take a man up like that, Governor. The police shall take you up. This is a plot to extort money by threats. I shall telephone for the police. Okay, so Higgins gets angry and Higgins says, look, I am going to telephone the police. This was a plot. તમે લોકોએ પ્લોટ રચ્યો તો મને ફસાવા માટે તાકી હું તમને પૈસા આપી દઉં. આઈ એમ ગોઈંગ ટુ I'm going to call the police, file a complaint, and they are going to take you away. This is absolutely wrong. You're coming to my house telling me that I have taken advantage of your girl. What nonsense are you talking? And this is some plot. You come here to blackmail me and all that. I'm going to call the police. Tell the police to take you and your daughter away from here right now. Have I asked for a brass farting? I leave it to the gentleman here. Have I said a word about the money? So Doolittle says કે મેં ક્યાં એવું કીધું કે હું તમને અહીંયા ફસાવા આવ્યો છું, મને તમે આટલા પૈસા આપો, તમે તમે આવું કર્યું પેલું કર્યું, એવું તો મેં કીધું નથી. So please calm down. I have not come here to take money from you. I have not come here to say that you have taken advantage of my daughter. Okay, that's what this man says. Higgins, what else did you come for? So Higgins says, what else did you come for? બીજું શું માટે તું આવ્યો છો અહીંયા? Doolittle, well, what would a man come for? Be human, Governor. Alfred, did you put her up to it? So help me, Governor, I never did. I take my Bible oath, I ain't seen the girl these 2 months past. Then how did you know she was here? I tell you, Governor, I'll only let me get a word in. I'm willing to tell you, I'm wanting to tell you, I'm wanting to tell you. So this Doolittle says, look, I have not met my daughter since past 2 months. Okay, I have not seen my daughter from past 2 months. So Higgins says that you have not met your daughter from past 2 months. So how did you know that she is here in my apartment, that she's come here to learn a language from me? So he says that I want to tell you, and I will tell you. Okay, that's what Doolittle is saying to Higgins. Pickering, the chap has certain natural gift of rear talk. Observe the rhythm of his native word tones will. I'm willing to tell you, I'm wanting to tell you, I'm waiting to tell you. Sentimental rear talk. That's wellish strain in him. It also accounts for his mendacity and dishonesty. So Higgins looks at Pickering and tells, look at the rhythm he's using while he's speaking. Okay? So Doolittle says that I want to tell you, I will tell you, I want to tell you. Okay, and he's using those rhythms in his sentences. He's using the rhythm in his language, which is something which people from Welsh do. અને આ Doolittle ની મમ્મી જે હતી Welsh થી હતી. So maybe he's got that Welsh tongue from the mother. And people obviously say all these things when they feel they are at fault, when they are lying. મારે કેવું છે, હું પાક્કું તને કહીશ, હું તને જ કહીશ. એવે વર્ડ્સ માણસો ક્યારે યુઝ કરે જ્યારે એ લોકો ખોટું બોલતા હોય ત્યારે. So he's definitely lying. Okay. So I shall stop here for today.